BRAINY presents 11 things you assume are attractive, but actually make you look worse. Most of us want to look our best. Still, it can be challenging to navigate the sea of advice on personal appearance, especially with conflicting opinions on what is actually attractive. Plus, sometimes what we think looks good can actually be doing us a disservice. In this video, we highlight some of the common traps people fall into when it comes to personal appearance and how to avoid them. Here are 11 things you assume are attractive, but make you look worse. Number 1. Focusing too much on physical appearance. It's said beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but unfortunately, if you're only focused on your physical appearance, others may not be able to see much past it. Don't get me wrong, taking care of your physical appearance is important, as it helps you feel confident and comfortable in your own skin. However, obsessing over your looks can make you appear shallow and uninteresting. Instead of simply looking good from the outside, work on building up your confidence and self-esteem from the inside. Number 2. Being excessively materialistic. Being materialistic involves placing too much importance on the things you own and equating those things with personal value. While owning things can be fun, constantly talking about how expensive your latest purchase was or how many designer bags you own can make you seem unappealing and self-absorbed. For most people, emotional connections tend to hold much higher significance than material things. To form genuine and meaningful relationships, put more emphasis on shared experiences, mutual respect, and genuine interest in one another. Number 3. Trying too hard to impress others. It can be tempting to seek validation, but if you're constantly trying to impress others, it can start to feel like you're auditioning for a role you don't even want. It sends the message that you lack confidence and aren't comfortable in your own skin. To project authenticity and confidence, focus on being yourself, sharing your ideas, and showcasing your unique qualities, rather than conforming to the behaviors you think others will find attractive. Number 4. Being a slave to trends. There's nothing wrong with following trends, but if you're determined to always wear the latest fashions, it can lead to a bland, inauthentic appearance that lacks personality and character. Instead, try to incorporate elements of the trend into your own style, infusing it with your personal touch in a way that feels genuine. In short, find a way to make the trends work for you, not the other way around. Number 5. Being overly flirtatious. Flirting is a form of social interaction that involves playful and lighthearted communication to express romantic or sexual interest in someone. When done correctly, it can be enjoyable for both parties involved. However, if you're constantly hitting on everyone, it can come across as insincere and even disrespectful. It's crucial to understand the context of a situation and read the other person's cues to ensure that you're not crossing the line. Number 6. Posting over-edited selfies. Selfies have undeniably become a prevalent means of self-expression and sharing our lives on social media platforms. And with the advent of various photo editing apps and filters, it has become easier than ever to enhance our appearance. That said, there is a fine line between using filters to enhance your photos and relying on them excessively. Over-edited selfies create a lack of authenticity or even a negative self-image, especially if they don't resemble your actual appearance. What I'm trying to say is, if you're using more filters than a coffee machine at Starbucks does, it's time to rethink your strategy. Number 7. Name dropping or bragging about famous people. I get it, that time you hung out with so-and-so was pretty cool, but bragging about it relentlessly can make you come across a little bit desperate. Instead of focusing on your connections to the famous and successful, talk about your own hobbies and ambitions. After all, the most interesting people are the ones with passions of their own. Number 8. Piling on the accessories. While accessories can be a fun and creative way to express yourself, it's important to strike a balance and not let them overwhelm your personality or outfit. Seriously, looking like a walking flea market is not attractive. Try to pick a few meaningful or standout pieces, rather than throwing on everything you own, in the hopes of making a statement. Number 9. Always being the center of attention. The life of the party, the shining star, the person everyone's eyes gravitate toward. Being the center of attention is great and all, but it can be exhausting and not to mention off-putting. Always trying to be the center of attention and dominating conversations can make it difficult for others to feel heard and valued, ultimately making you appear self-centered and unattractive. Take a step back and let others have their moment in the spotlight. Number 10. Being overly aggressive in pursuing romantic interests. Being too forceful or persistent in pursuing someone can make you appear desperate and can actually push them away. It's essential to allow relationships to develop naturally and to communicate your interest without putting too much pressure on the other person. Respect their boundaries and pace, and don't be afraid to take things slow. Number 11. Pretending to be someone you're not. We've all been there. You want to impress someone new, so you might stretch the truth a little. It might seem like a good idea in the moment, but trust me, it will backfire. Maintaining a facade is exhausting and stressful, and eventually the truth will come out. Honesty is a lot more appealing than a tangled web of lies and fabricated stories. So instead of faking it, embrace your quirks, fears, and authentic self. And who knows, maybe that person you're trying to impress will find your honesty refreshing and your awkward charm irresistible. Now, the purpose of discussing these pitfalls is not to discourage, but to empower. By being aware of these traps, you can make informed choices about your personal appearance and redefine your own standards of attractiveness. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.